Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two guys, two guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two guys, a girl, and two guys, a girl. Two guys, a girl. Two guys and a girl.
No. Go
No,
on.
you're not recording me now. Very
Definitely
subtle.
not.
You want me to explain who Jesus
Da,
is?
da, 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 da. Jessica explains it all.
Tries to. I don't know what
What?
I'm on about.
Hey, cool.
I don't know. Jesus.
This week, Jessica explained to us all about Bonfire Night. What happened? Why do we
Not this
celebrate?
bonfire night. Specifically,
Not a lot happened.
the concept.
The concept of Bonfire
Concept
Night.
of bonfire night. Was it a man? He wanted.
You tell us. I don't know anything
There was a
about it.
man,
What was his name?
Penny Fawkes.
Okay.
That was his sister.
He was a revolutionary
Penny is a boy.
transgender.
Just let her
Oh,
explain,
sorry.
for fuck's sake.
John, I know lots about
I'm
Penny
trying to learn
Fawkes.
something here.
Sorry.
So Penny Fawkes was the first transgender terrorist.
Not the last.
Not the last. He really didn't like people in government.
He to she or she to he?
I'll say he because that's the pronoun he preferred, even though he was Penny.
But what is he now? Or then?
Dead.
As it should
He
be.
is dead.
He self-identified as dead.
What?
Nothing.
It was in the 1920s.
Yeah.
And he had lots of barrels of gunpowder in the 1920s. He just found it.
Just didn't know what to do with it.
He was like, look guys, I've got a lot of gunpowder. What can I do with it? And a lot of them were like, oh, you could sell it as cocaine. And he's like, no,
That
I'm not
black
really.
cocaine.
That black. Is it black?
Gunpowder.
Is it? Oh yeah, of
Oh,
course it is.
white.
Why would I think it'd be white? I don't know.
Because
Equal.
you're racist.
It was grey. We'll go for grey. So no one gets offended.
Okay.
So he just found these big pots of grey gunpowder
Where did he find them?
back at Tesco's. He was looking for a hat he lost. You know, the big hats that they wear with feathers in the 1920s. Then he put it underneath a building and set fire to it.
An unspecified building.
Just a building with government people in.
Okay.
Like a
No, he
subway.
didn't set it on fire. It didn't happen, did it?
Don't know. You tell us.
No, it didn't happen. Then they caught him and set fire to him. No.
Like, ha! Take that, Penny Fawkes.
Why'd you burn a guy? You burn Guy
know.
Fawkes, don't you, on bonfire night? Why'd
know.
you burn it
And he
if
had
he
nothing
didn't
to
get
do
set
with it.
fire?
Considering it was Penny Fawkes that was
Yeah,
doing
but
all this.
like
Is
people
that
forget
why
that's
it's
his real name.
Penny for the guy?
Yeah, Penny is a guy.
Because
but
it was
people
Guy,
misheard it.
But
yeah.
now it's Penny.
Yeah.
Penny for the guy.
Yeah,
See, it all makes sense.
yeah. Why do they set it on fire then? Because I don't know. What did they do to him? Just hang him? They hung him. Did they hang him?
You researched this, Jess.
I
not
did,
me.
but my book was not finished. They
Okay,
stopped
skip
writing.
the end.
They stopped writing
A
it.
partial history of Guy Fawkes.
Yeah.
Who was the author?
Uh,
Guy Fawkes, and then he couldn't tell you what happened.
Guy Knight.
It was an autobiography, and he was writing it right up until his death, and then
Yeah.
obviously he couldn't finish it.
Because obviously that he couldn't
'Cause-
tweet stuff because people would like catch on to it a bit too soon. So he was writing it and then he died before he could finish it. So I don't actually know what happened to him.
There was no Twitter in 1920, though. Was he a time traveller?
Yes.
Ah.
Hence, he was transgender. He wasn't happy about like telling everyone. So that's why not everyone knows about it, but I do.
Fascinating.
Because you read the partial biography of Penny Fawkes.
Yeah.
Penny for your forks. That was what it was called.
It's a fascinating story.
It was really fascinating.
Surely they burnt him, did they? Did
Guy
they just hang
Fawkes.
him? Yeah.
In 1605.
Yeah, I know it was
Close,
in the 1920s.
They tortured him and then burnt him, yeah.
So they did set him on fire.
Yeah.
How come there's no torture part for the guy now on Bonfire Night that we celebrate?
Because they're made of straw
Yeah,
or...
but still,
You could
stuff
just like
usually.
blow on it and it would fall apart. So there's not much torture, is there?
I think we should
like a
have to. I think we
scarecrow.
should have to recreate the torture part as well and emulate everything about it.
Don't they do
So,
that with
put 'em on the
like the
rack.
crucifixion? Like every year
Oh, 2 for 1.
around that time, is it Easter? They do it, yeah, Easter.
What
Don't
happened?
they in like? Is it Jerusalem or something? They nail people to the cross and they have to. I'm sure they do.
They nail people to
I'm sure they do. Well, not necessarily nail them, but they have people recreate the crucifixion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what
They
we're
don't
calling-
nail anybody to anything.
Well, they just hang them.
Yeah.
They do that,
They
don't
do
they?
do that, yeah.
So
They do that
I'm
in
not
Barry.
completely-
Do you know?
Really?
Don't
No, they charge a
They do. They have, some churches have, I can't think of the name now.
Convenient.
It's like, what do they call it? A play. It's some sort of play. But they do it. They did it on TV like 2-3 years ago.
They actually
In Manchester.
they pretend to crucify someone.
Yeah.
It's a bit grim,
What's
isn't
it
it?
called? I can't think what it's called.
How do they select who
I'm a
gets?
celebrity. Get me off this cross.
Well, no, it's like basically it's about like reliving Jesus's, last moments and see what the pain he went through. So like you have to lift a big cross down the
Well,
street
yeah,
and stuff.
it's obviously going to be painful, isn't it? You don't actually have to do it.
Well,
Oh, I wonder what it's like being buried alive. I don't know. Let's try it out. It's going to be painful, isn't it? You don't need to. You don't need to go through and actually participate. I could tell you it'd be painful. Carry on.
because of no
that
never mind.
time.
Yeah, because of
Yeah,
all the
bury
people
that
you've done it
person.
to. Listen, I've heard the screams. I know full well what it's like to crucify somebody.
But like, okay, I can understand if you're heavily religious, but
Heavily.
yeah. What?
Nothing.
Just
Stop
the term
mocking me.
heavily. No, not like the weight of religion is heavy on you.
It should be, especially if you're Catholic. Got a lot of guilt to carry around.
Like a big cross.
Well, thank you. That was the first episode of Jessica Explains It All, and I think you did a really good job.
Thank you.
So next week we'll choose something else, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine.
I don't want to just,
Spring
put it all on you. Like the cross. I don't want you to get to bear the cross
I will bear the cross
of this segment.
of carrying this podcast,
Thank you.
and I will.
Thank you.
You could
Get nailed.
nail me, and you can both nail me. No,
And you will be cross.
and I'll be carrying more than a cross.
Oh.
It's a heavy load. So yeah, welcome back to Two Guys, a Girl and this week. We had a week off.
Yeah,
Again.
my problem, my fault. Even it was a problem.
Our problem.
It's only
Your
supposed
fault.
to be once a month.
Yes.
Not twice. Come on. Fucking hell.
But we're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back, and we still don't know what we're doing.
Back in full effect. What have you done this week?
What have I done this week? Not a lot. I got a new phone.
Did you?
I did.
The 7 or the 7
I got
plus?
the 7. I haven't got the
Ooh,
7 plus
fancy.
because I've got tiny hands. So this is supposed to be waterproof. I'm yet to put that to the test,
Let's
and
try
I will
it.
not put that to the test.
Do it live.
Do it now.
No, I'm not doing that. So I'm very happy with that.
Is it steam proof as well?
Probably not.
So you shouldn't take it in the shower?
No, but I did with my other phone, and it was fine. But you
Your
shouldn't.
phone in the shower?
Not in the shower.
How are you
In the
supposed to get a
bathroom.
good shower selfie if you
It's
don't take
true.
your phone in?
You need to check all angles. Just a quick snap. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine back there.
It's fine. It's clean.
FaceTiming yourself on your iPad so that you can check your vagina's clean.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
That is a pro tip.
Pro tip.
So how much was that then?
I can't disclose that information, but it was pretty sweet deal.
Didn't buy it outright.
I might have.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're the proud owner?
I'm the proud owner of that phone, more or less.
Wow.
Wow.
When I pay off my
You've
credit
made
card.
it.
I
Yeah,
made
you've
it.
made it.
Impressive.
Yeah. What was the highlight of your week?
I
wouldn't say that's the highlight of my week. It's just something that happened.
Speaking of credit cards, I found a new financial freedom podcast that I've been listening to, which I can't get enough of.
Yeah.
And it's by a guy called Dave Ramsey. And is like, I started listening to the show, and he's got a little catchphrase that he comes in the show with, and he starts every show with. I gotta try and do it in my best Texas accent now.
Oh, right, okay.
He's like, "Welcome to the Dave Ramsey podcast, where cash is king, debt is dumb." What was it? And the paid-off home mortgage is taking the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. And I was like, Dave Ramsey, I love you. So I was listening, and he does like 3-hour-long podcasts a day, where people just call a day. So it's fresh. It's just fresh content every day, and people ring in and they're like, Dave, my husband's
Dave, my husband, right? He just keeps spending all his money on hookers.
Yeah. What do I do, Dave? And then Dave gives him financial advice. And I was like, this is really good. It's making me feel a bit more responsible for my own financial state. And I want to get some money together. And so I really enjoyed it. And then it got to the end of the episode. And he signs out every show with, if you want financial peace, you've got to walk with the Prince of Peace, the Christ Jesus. And I realised it was like a religious thing. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I lost me.
So that put me off a little bit. But I'm still an avid listener. Dave Ramsey.
No, that's good for him. His advice would still be the same if he's with Lord.
He's
with
mean,
Lord.
though.
He's mean.
He's mean to people, yeah.
What?
Like
He just
some
tells
woman-
them to suck it up and stop being a bitch.
Yeah,
well,
pretty much. Some woman, like, you don't expect that from a Christian, do you? You expect like a bit of charitable behaviour.
bread and wine.
Maybe he's a fire and brimstone.
Probably. So that's the highlight
Old
of my
Testament.
week. Was
That's
listening
the highlight. for
listening to a Christian tell people how not to spend their money.
me. So mine was spending money.
Yeah,
Yours was not
not spending money.
spending money.
And I want to be a millionaire now, so I'm
Okay.
working towards that.
What's the first step you're going to take to become a millionaire? Stop eating pizza.
Stop what? Yeah, stop eating pizzas and actually start
Wrong.
delivering the pizzas
Wrong.
that I should
That's
be.
not the first step.
What's the first?
First step is accepting our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. You know it.
True. One thing I have learned is if you want financial peace, you have to walk with the Prince of Peace.
Or the
Is he saying
principality.
kill you? The Prince of Peace. Yeah.
Walk
You have to
into
settle.
the principality.
Principality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jesus is dead.
Yeah.
I
So
think
is he saying?
so.
Is he just saying kill yourself? If you want
Oh.
financial peace, just fucking off yourself.
Or just pretend you've died and then come back.
You need to
And how
buy
will
one
that
of those.
get you-
So pretend you've died, so then
Take a life insurance policy
Yeah.
out,
and then
then fake your own
fake
death.
your own death. People have to pay off your debts, and then you come back.
People have to pay.
That's
Yeah,
what
how would you
that's what I
designate who
did.
does
and then
that?
you eat Easter eggs.
Ah,
No, you need to buy one of those pictures where someone's walking down the beach. There's 2 sets of footprints.
and Photoshop myself in it.
Yeah. But not on the Jesus footprints bit.
Okay.
Because then it's just 2 people.
People walk up, but maybe they'll share my financial load.
Yeah.
Hope. You can only hope.
I can only hope.
That's the perfect
Yeah.
scenario right there.
Yeah. So yeah, just doing that. trying to pay off my home mortgage instead of a BMW.
Which you have neither of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
What? That I want to be a grown up.
No, that you don't have a mortgage. That's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I've got a few debts. They're minimal though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in comparison to a lot of people's, I'm sure they are. Like, mine, I don't think are that bad in comparison to other people, but then it's like, still live at home, don't have children. It's just money that I've owed because I've bought stuff for myself because I'm so selfish. So in that way, it's kind of like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be in as much debt as I am because it hasn't produced anything that positive.
I've got a great podcast for you to listen to
That's
if you
true.
ever feel like getting out of it. Dave Ramsey. Welcome to
Busy.
Dave Ramsey headquarters, where cash is king, debt is dumb.
Kill yourself.
Just fucking do it.
Kill yourself.
In as cheap a way as... What do you reckon the cheapest way to kill yourself would be?
Drown in the sea.
Walk into the sea.
Yeah.
You both went see. Fair
Yeah.
enough, yeah. Okay.
Don't.
Or jump out the window, head first.
No, that's not clean.
What if you can't afford a building to live in that has a window that would kill
Jump
you?
off a cliff.
Okay,
Bridge.
alright then.
Let us know which is the cheapest way.
Just go
I
try
will.
some berries in a wood.
Or just eat.
Don't do these things.
People. No, we do not advise this.
No.
What was the highlight of your week, John?
Oh, good. I was about to do a fake voice. Hey, Karen, what was your highlight? I'm like, what? Thank you, Jessica.
Just realising you can do voices.
Yeah.
This is the highlight. Right, you
Realising you
witnessed
sound
it.
exactly like me.
Yeah. Like that.
Whiny.
My highlight of the week was getting a NES Mini, bitches. Fuck all you haven't got one.
What is a NES Mini, John?
No, I don't mean that. Well, a NES Mini.
What
Well,
do you
obviously-
mean? Fuck all you
No.
bitches.
I got one, but literally millions of people didn't get one, so
Oh.
everyone's really annoyed.
Okay, with you.
Not with me, but like with Nintendo in general, because they like short ordered, or, like in some shop, like some massive shops in like I think Amazon had like 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like
How did you get one?
because I fucking pre-ordered straight away when it came
Pre-ordered,
out from
pre-ordered.
UK Amazon. I haven't played it yet, but I've got it, and they go in. You can sell them on eBay for like $9,000.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Why you can make your money
'Cause-
doing that?
Yeah. Pre-ordering stuff that people want and then just sell it. Do
One,
that.
I
Scalp
hate
it.
that. I don't like scalping things. It's horrible. 2, I want a NES Mini.
And you've
You'll
got
get
it.
one though in like 2 years when the production comes back online.
Nah.
How
I'm
much
not
could you
selling on
make?
eBay.
How much could you
$1,000.
make on this?
$1,000. I'm not doing it out of principle because I'm a good person.
Do the math.
Oh, shut up, Dave Roberts.
Dave Ramsey.
Ramsey. Yeah, so like it's tiny. It's like as big as a pack of crisps in your hand, and it's like based on the old NES, which was like big, but this is just tiny, and it's got 30 preloaded old Nintendo games in it,
That's cool.
and it's just you plug it into your TV and off you go. The only problem is though, the controller, which is exactly the same as the NES one, like from 30 years ago, but the cord's only 2.5 foot long.
Oh, so you got to
So
sit.
you've got to sit really close to it, which is super annoying. But
Can't you?
When they minimised the size of the machine, did they just do the whole plans? Even the ports, you got to get a tiny little SCART lead or whatever.
you do, yeah. No, but it's good. And I'm just happy I got one.
Is the
There's
pad
lots of people
full sized?
Pad's full size, yeah.
HDMI in?
HDMI in.
Out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. For how much?
$49.99. Well, $47.99. I
That's
think
not
I paid
bad.
on Amazon.
For like a console type of thing.
Can I borrow it for like 3 months?
Why?
So you can
You
sell
can
it.
Sell it and then
Scalp
just
it
buy
on
you a
eBay.
new one, yeah.
No, I don't like the idea of scalping. It's bad.
I don't.
Bye.
Bye. I don't
fuck those
like
guys,
it when people do it on stuff. But then I
That
can
you
understand what. No, I've never. There's nothing I've ever wanted that bad that I'd be willing to pay more than it's worth. Like with phones, for instance. I walked past the CEX shop when the new phones came out. So like the iPhone 7 came out, they were selling them for £1,000.
How much are they worth?
I think the one phone, it was only worth about 800. And it's like, people can't wait for things, can they?
No.
It's like with clothing. I think clothing's a little bit more understandable, but when like H&M do a special line with like a celebrity or a designer and they sell out and then it's on eBay like minutes after, like 3-4 times the price, that I can kind of understand because it's a piece of clothing that probably won't be reproduced. But Yeah, I think with like
Oh,
with
right.
technology.
So you're saying if you just waited, you'd get it eventually, whereas with the clothing, you might not get it again.
Yeah.
Right, I see.
Technology, most of the time, there will be more produced.
No, like
Clothing.
that's the same as like because I bought Nintendo shoes. I bought 4 pairs of different styles Nintendo Vans trainers,
Yeah.
and they're all sold out now and going
Yeah.
for ridiculous money. And I haven't worn 3 pairs of
Sell
them.
them.
No,
Sell them
because
for
I-
ridiculous
It's nice
money.
to
I
have
wanted
things.
them. I didn't pay over the top for them. I paid proper price. And it's something I want. I
gonna
don't
have
like the idea of scalping. It's like dickheads who like buy a PlayStation 4 on the first day and then smash it in front of people who are waiting in the queue who won't get one.
Do they?
Yeah, every
That's
time a
not
new
the
console
same
comes
thing.
out, it's stopping people from getting one who actually want one.
No, it's not. That is. But selling something that somebody's willing to pay for it because they want it now isn't the same as smashing it up in front of a line
Yeah,
of people
but
who
you're
want
charging people exorbitant amounts.
one. Hey,
to
if
do
they're,
that, it's
if
not
they're
right.
prepared to pay for it, that's their own stupid
Yeah, but
fault,
they wouldn't
isn't
have
it?
to pay that much if you hadn't bought it.
Yeah, but no, of course they would.
No, because you didn't want it, clearly, because you...
I
Sold
don't
it.
know. No, I disagree. If I bought something that I wanted and somebody was like, that was the last one, I'll give you £1,000 more than you paid for it, I'd be like, all right, there you go.
If they offer that,
Yeah.
that's on them then, that's fair. But if you're charging on eBay like £1,000 when something costs 500 and you're not going to sell it for less, that's on you. That's terrible.
I don't know. I agree with you. I don't think it's a good business model if you're trying to be an upstanding citizen. But if you've happened to be the first person to get something and then somebody's like, well, I'll give you 10 times what you paid for it because I want it now, I think that's perfectly fine. If they're
Yeah.
willing to pay for it. If you haven't bought it with the intention of screwing someone over.
Yeah, but then it's kind of like just
Sell it.
selling. It's kind of like just selling something that you don't want anymore.
Yeah.
But you've just bought.
Yeah.
Then
So you want
But
it.
you could make 10
You either
times
want
the
it,
money you've paid.
But you'd
No,
rather than
you either
money.
want it or you want to rip someone off.
No. You either want it or you can wait for it and make a bit of money because somebody's willing to pay 10 times what you paid for it.
I just think it's wrong.
Isn't that what they do with tickets for things?
Yeah.
And they're trying to stop that. You know, that process, like with like fingerprinting and stuff, and
For what?
it's like for tickets. Like, so if you buy tickets,
It's
it's linked to your like personal thing, so you can't sell them on.
But what if you're in an accident and you can't go?
Well, it's just tough. You've lost out.
Oh.
But these people who buy like 50
Yeah.
tickets
No,
and then
Oh yeah.
I agree with you
And then
on
sell them
that
at
because
inflated
somebody's
prices.
going in to buy that amount of tickets just to raise the price for someone else and make a profit. But that's
someone on
not
eBay
what
bought
you've done.
18 NES Minis and was selling them.
Well, that's sad.
There should
Sell
be a
them at
limit.
£1,000
There should be a
each.
limit on to how many per person you can sell or can buy. Like with tickets, maximum could be like 4 tickets for something.
There is now on some things you can.
That's because I told them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You came up. You're the ticket czar.
I made them
Came up with the
tickets.
ideas.
I made them a note in the form of a ticket.
Did you sell it to
Thousands
him?
of them. And I said, there we go. Hand them out.
Hand this out.
Who did you give this
The
task
ticket master.
Ticketmaster and Ticket Source.
to? Oh.
Or any other ticket company.
Yeah, so stop scalping people, you bastards.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying
Bit
to
of a
sell a
scalper.
jacket on Gumtree at the minute.
Oh, Gumtree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not
It's
selling
like
it.
2003, is it?
Can you only use Gumtree in 2003?
Yeah.
What should I be selling it on then?
What kind of jacket is it?
It's a DC Shuko USA black and grey, if anybody wants it. Black and grey with fur interior. I think, actually, you were there when I bought it. It was a couple of years ago, and I'm in an hour about it. The time was like 80 quid, and I think you were just like, just get it. And I was like, all right. And I've
Come on, your
never,
credit card.
I did, and I've never worn it.
Oh, wait, yeah. Well, I can't
Does that
remember
ring a
it.
bell?
I can't remember it, but that rings a bell
I'm pretty
because
sure
I
that was
always
it.
say that.
Yeah, I'll show you the jacket. Maybe
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you were there when I bought it.
I will help you sell it.
Never worn it. If anyone wants it, I'm
Uh,
asking for 50 quid.
How much did you pay?
About 80 or 90.
Okay.
4 years
so-
old.
4 years old, never worn though. Although a popper has come off it, but I've got the original popper and it can be fixed with a bit of
Just get it
know-how.
out.
50 quid.
Yeah.
No, not interested.
Bloody scalpel,
Vintage
you
though.
know, mate.
Vintage. How old does it have to be vintage? Is 4 years enough?
I don't know.
Don't know. 10.
What's the deal with
Tens
cheese?
vintage.
Like, with cheese? If so,
segue.
no, I'm thinking like vintage stuff.
Yeah.
So they make cheese and then they let it mature.
Yeah.
At what point does it go off?
Sell by date.
But like, they
Yeah,
can
that's
have
a good-
cheese that matures for like 10 years.
I think it depends.
You have it in your fridge and then it's off within 3 days. It's got actual mold grown on it.
But
like-
that's what makes cheese like that desirable, isn't it? The mold. I think it depends on the kind of cheese.
No, I mean like actual green mold.
Isn't like Stilton?
Stilton
like
is
mold?
mold, yeah. That's what it is.
That's rank.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
I'd
why I
never
don't
eat
like
it.
Stilton.
Or like, okay, mature cheddar then. That will,
No, is mature the age? Yeah, is it?
yeah, mature means old, doesn't
I
it?
don't know. No, it's the taste.
I'm sure mature is the taste, so it's probably the amount of
You are right
casing
though
that's
about
in it.
they do leave cheese for like years sometimes, and
Or like wine. You have like bottles of wine from like thousands of years ago. Exaggeration.
yeah.
Okay, from like 60 years ago.
Yeah.
At what point will it go off? Or is that the
Probably
thing?
when
It
it's
just doesn't.
probably when it's opened and then the oxygen gets to it.
Right.
Because if it's sealed,
So you got to down it then.
well, no, you could drink it like in and out over a meal.
It's
not like Quick, this is the finest bottle of wine in the world.
But if
don't
you
know why you're
open it,
doing
it
that.
loses its
Okay.
value.
Yeah,
So
so
is
I
that what it
imagine it
is?
will go off when it gets oxidized.
Same with cheese then.
I don't know.
That was very musical.
I don't really know. Maybe next week you can explain to us
Yeah,
what's the deal with cheese, Jess.
that's your homework.
Hey Jess, what's the deal with cheese?
I don't know. And I probably won't know next week. And
Do you
that'll
have
be the fun side of it.
Do you have a favourite?
Favourite
Cheese?
cheese? Oh, it's probably just cheddar.
Not a fan.
I don't like
cheddar.
No,
I don't like smelly cheeses. I'm partial to a Baby Bell.
I do like a Baby Bell. That's my kind of cheese, like the
Rubber.
Edam,
Yeah.
Gouda. I like a bit of Gouda. Swiss.
Yeah.
Gouda's right. I like a Monterey Jack.
Monterey Jack's nice.
Or camembert, brie and cranberry. Brie, cranberry, bacon.
Nah.
In a
Bacon's
baguette.
not a cheese.
It could be.
But,
You can have
burger cheese. Kraft slice.
nacho cheese.
Oh, that's the one. Do like some nacho cheese from the. Got to be from the cinema though.
Maybe we should have a cheese board one day. Maybe over Christmas.
Christmas,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I'll hook that up for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
We'll do a cheese tasting
Yeah,
evening.
And drink non-alcoholic wine.
the oldest
Just
I can
Ribena.
find.
The oldest.
I'll get the oldest
Out of
bottle
date.
of wine I can possibly find.
And then
No, we'll drink out of date soda.
So see if,
Soda
it
pop.
see if it gets any tastier with age.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost bought an out of date 6-pack of Mountain Dew today.
Why?
Not
What,
today,
'cause you
in the
could?
week. Because it was there in the fridge and it was reduced. And I had like the flashback of that taste.
Proper do.
No, like, do you remember when we worked in the shop? We used to get the mega cans of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I used to drink those like 5 a day. This is why we never made a profit in the shop. Because my dad would
Sell it to
would
yourself.
come in and I'd just be like, well, like when the Peter's pasty guy came in, if he ever left a chicken and mushroom pasty, I would take it off the shelf so no one else could have it. Because I'd pay for it, but that was mine.
So how would that have lost profit if you paid for it?
Probably because people were like, they never got any fucking good pasties in
Oh,
there,
right,
have
they
they?
never went.
Yeah, because the fat prick behind the counter's been eating them all morning. Like a pasty and a Boost with a Boost chaser and then a bottle of Lucozade. All paid for, but that's probably why no one ever came back, because I'd eaten all the good shit.
Maybe. If you could go back in time,
Yeah.
would you have changed your behaviour?
Yes. 100%. The amount of sugar and pastry I must have eaten while I worked in that shop was off the charts. Purely boredom. and wanting to keep other
absolutely.
people from the good stuff.
Just selfishness.
Yeah.
I can remember doing one day where I started at 5:30
Morning.
in the morning and finished at 9 p.m.
Oh.
in the night.
And he never didn't have anything in his mouth.
Almost. And I can remember eating 10 drifter bars in that time.
Horrific.
I cannot cope in this shop anymore. I need a drifter.
Yeah, horrific.
I don't know. I think the maximum chocolate bars I've probably eaten in a day is like 3 or 4. I probably could have eaten more, but I just haven't because
You were being restrained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I held back. I did. I don't know.
I'm not proud of that.
No, sounds like you are. What's that tattoo that
Drifters
you've
are
got?
very
10 drifters.
A drifter for
drift.
life.
Huh?
Drifter for life.
drift off.
Written on his forearm.
And that's 10 drifters is 2 fingers. That was 20 fingers of drifter.
Yeah. Didn't even swap it up for a Twix.
No. Or a Kit Kat.
Impressive.
Didn't take
I
a
still
break.
like drifters too. I haven't had one in ages, but I
I'm
still like them.
Have one of my boost. Oh no.
No
Oh, I've got 2 left. Carry on.
What have you got?
Boost.
Little boost bites.
Boost bites.
You're a
And
fan of the bites, I've
Oh,
noticed.
I've got none left. That was the last one. I am partial to a boost. And mini bites.
You like mini bites in general.
Usually because they're cheap.
We should set up a post box for this podcast, and maybe fans could send you boosts in the post.
Just leg ups. Just boosting
Yeah,
me
just
over the post
Or a little
box.
card like, keep your chin up, beautiful. Or like, a little ego boost.
You
Like,
did real well.
you got this.
They would just be from you.
Now I know all about
Just-
bonfire night, thanks to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Sophie, if you're listening,
Yeah.
please send me some motivational post-it notes.
Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could start like a patchwork quilt, and we'll put a new patch on for every subject that we learn.
Oh, that's quite a beautiful thought.
So we'll start this one with bonfire night. I'll do it. I'll Photoshop it together.
Okay.
A little patchwork quilt.
1920.
A 1920
Penny
Fawkes.
Fawkes.
Yeah,
Forks, yeah.
can't wait for the cheese.
Cheese patch.
Just a Swiss cheese.
But I've also thought of some other things we could incorporate on a regular basis.
Sure.
Like Quest Jon of the Week,
Oh yes.
where,
Question.
I have a quest to do.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too, I'm not slaying
Physical.
a dragon or anything.
All right.
But, maybe I'll do something.
Maybe I won't.
Maybe I won't, who knows?
A quest in what kind of?
Just like, because it's like a question.
Yeah.
Quest Jon.
Oh, an actual question.
Mainly about the pun, if I'm honest.
Just questions.
Yeah, like maybe I'll go and find out about Barry Castle or something.
Okay.
Or collect an egg from every single egg-laying species of bird in the area.
That's highly illegal.
And very strenuous, I think.
That's the quest. Accept
That's
it or
the
don't. It's up to you.
Okay. Maybe I'll just go and get an egg from every supermarket. That would be easier.
They
Or
don't. Yeah.
go and draw on every egg in every
Little faces.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's an idea I'm, putting out there.
Okay.
And listener questions as well. Because obviously we've got lots of listeners. And they're all going to just flood our mailbag with lots of questions. So
You will have a full sack.
I'll have a full bulging sack of questions
Yeah.
that I will draw from.
Empty.
And then we'll have to answer those questions.
Yeah.
I like answering questions. In my money making, the another thing I did this week was signed up for one of those polling websites where you fill in online forms and you earn 10 pence a time. Fucking waste
You
of
did?
time. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of
Well,
course
like,
it's a waste
if I'm like laying in bed on a Saturday morning,
A survey.
I'll just do
You've signed up for
surveys. Yeah.
So instead of rubbing your pole, you're filling it in.
Yeah. I guess you could put it that way.
Instead
Or
of
you can-
ejecting a load from your pole, you're doing loads
Why'd
of...
you assume that's what I do on a Saturday morning?
Oh, what else are you gonna do?
I don't know. If you're lying in bed,
Go to
you
church?
don't like anything.
So I'm just wank.
You don't like any TV shows.
I don't have a TV in my bedroom. Bedrooms are for sleeping, son.
Well, you don't like any TV shows. You don't like.
That's not true. I've been
Any
watching
computer
How to Get Away
games?
with Murder lately.
Have you?
That's boring as fuck.
Murder.
See.
And Luke Cage.
Still haven't
It's also
watched
a
any.
bit. I quite like it, but
Sweet Christmas.
I don't know.
Do you like the baddie?
Who, Remy from House of Cards?
The black guy.
There's like a million of them in that show.
There's lots
Black
of black
Marvel
guys.
TV
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
He's good.
yeah, he's
Very
alright.
good.
I don't like the other guy though. Shades, is it?
Oh yeah.
He played Juice in Sons of Anarchy. And
It's pissing
Are
me
we
off
still
a
talking
bit.
about your polls?
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, I invite a load of poles around,
Yeah.
and we polish each other's poles,
And you do surveys
and
afterwards.
they teach me Polish,
Okay.
and then I do surveys for 10 pence a time.
How much have you earned?
Well, this is the fucking catch, isn't it? Like, they don't let you cash out your money until you've earned £40. So you've got to get to £40, and then they're like, "You've reached £40. We'll let you cash it out into your bank."
How many surveys is that?
Well, each survey is worth about 20 pence.
Right.
They only take like a minute or so. It's just like, do you earn over this amount of money in your house? Yes. Are you the blah blah blah? Yes. Or do you own this mobile phone? And you click the mobile phone, whatever.
I'd be very careful
Why?
You've
because
given them your bank details.
No.
Oh.
Do you
no,
look like a
just
fucking well, I do
because-
look like a retard.
You're doing polls
because
online.
I did something like that before,
Yeah.
and I just end up getting so much junk mail.
Oh, they've not taken any details besides an email address. That's all you need to do to sign up.
Okay.
And then, like, if you do ever reach £40 of credit, which you never will, they
The way you doing it
pay.
then?
Well, this is what I've learned: is now that I've filled in all the original polls that are there, and I've earned £7.60.
You've
They're
been
like-
busy.
They're like,
That's a lot of polls.
you sign. They give you £5 to start as well. It's
Still
just
lot
a
of
big,
polls.
massive scam. But now I've reached £7.60. Every poll I start, they're like, we don't think this poll's for you, and then they take you back, so you can never reach 40 quid ever.
Oh, yeah,
So they're
I
just
think
getting
I did
you
that before.
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
nonsense.
a scam.
Yeah,
Easy money is always a scam.
well, it's not. Well, yeah, it is.
What you want to do is Barry Mum earns £576 per week working from home
Doing what?
How much?
using this one weird.
£576.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Polishing Polish poles for £576.
Banks
So yeah,
are furious.
needless to
apparently.
say, I won't be doing that again.
No, just gonna wank instead.
I'll just have a tug.
You could sell that to a sperm bank.
I think you need. I don't think they'll just accept like a just a freezer bag full
There
of.
you go.
There you are.
It's a sock.
I've been working at home.
Can't say it's 100% all mine either. So separate it out. You do the DNA stuff here, don't you?
I wonder how many times something like that has happened.
Someone's actually tried to make a deposit.
Yeah. Like someone's just wandered in and just thought you could just hand it over.
Oh, I bet it has happened a few
What,
times.
in their hand?
Yeah.
You
Just
go.
I'll run in like, quick! Quick, get a cup! Probably a few times.
or like with doctor's surgeries, obviously you can hand in samples like for the doctor. I wonder how many
Yeah.
people have just kind of wandered in with samples and be like, "Oh, can you test this?" Like, because people are complete dicks.
Or like a stool sample.
Yeah, just not realising that you've actually got to have an appointment or a reason to hand in a sample. They've just wandered in like, "Oh, can you test this for AIDS or whatever?" I don't know how you test for AIDS. Oh,
You
blood.
just look at him and go, I think
Yeah.
you've probably got it, sir.
I've never given a stool sample, but I have given urine samples, and it's always like, I'm really sorry. I'm
I always
really
wrap
sorry.
it in a carrier bag.
Yeah. It's like shameful.
Yeah. But they're used to it.
Yeah. They love it.
Yeah.
Freeze it in
damn
ice
it.
cubes and just pop it in a drink for him. There you go. You're welcome. Speaking of stool samples, I just watched a lady take a shit on a Donald Trump sign and then smear it all over it, which is fascinating
Why are you watching that?
because John
'Cause
told
I
me
told
to.
Oh, right. And what was the consistency
I didn't see anything come out at first, so maybe I was on like a low res video.
of the video?
Oh right, yeah. Well, it wasn't very high resolution. And she looked like she had a decent amount of fiber, maybe. But then she smeared it.
Shit.
So we got to mention Donald Trump being president.
Is he?
And all the whiny little bitches who are crying about it now.
No.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because it's fascinating to see all the people in tears about Hillary Clinton not being elected. Get over it.
I'm in two minds here.
Well,
They should have pushed Bernie Sanders to be their representative instead of Hillary Clinton.
so I don't really know what happened. Like, maybe I could explain the presidential
Explain
election.
to us the Electoral College.
I really don't understand how any of it happens. Like, I don't know what Democrats are. I don't know what Republicans are. Like, whatever. Who's Bernie Sanders?
Bernie Sanders was the other he was a Democrat, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was in the running against Hillary to be the Democratic nominee
For president.
for the Democratic
To represent
presidential.
Hillary's a Democrat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
Bernie
it was
Sanders
her
and Hillary
Bernie Sanders.
were running against each other to be the person that was nominated to go in for the presidential election.
Right.
And Bernie Sanders is an old Jewish, lovely man who
So
looks
why-
like Larry David.
So yeah, I know I've seen like all the memes with him and Barack, but why didn't he get it?
Because
Hillary
Hillary's got a
screwed
lot of
him
money,
over.
yeah. Hillary
Okay.
pretty much bought her way, I would imagine.
So do people not vote for who they want to represent that party?
The you got to be a member of the party
And
to
was
vote
he-
for your nominee.
Oh right, so it wasn't like the public voted for Hillary.
No.
No.
She was voted for internally.
Yes. Yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You could make it up. I don't know.
You can be a
Trying
member of the
not to.
public and vote, but you have to be a card-carrying member of the Democratic
Right.
Party.
Okay.
Right.
So I know people sounded like they liked him.
Mm-hmm.
So
just-
go on.
I just think that if they weren't going to vote for a white woman, they're not going to vote for an old Jewish man either.
But
Why not,
he
though?
seemed more.
Do you
like-
think the racism is more than the anti-fem... Well, sexism?
What do you mean?
Well, like,
Oh, I think people
I'm
would
not
have
saying-
voted for him.
do you think?
Yeah.
What, all the
I think he would
Ku
have beat.
Klux
I think he would have
Klan
beat Trump.
arseholes who voted for Trump?
I think he would have beat Trump.
Might have.
People, I think people started to distrust Hillary because of all the shit that was coming out in WikiLeaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she proved herself to be dishonest. And that's why I think Trump is now the president, because he was different. He might not be good for the job, but he was different from like the fucking typical lying politicians. Like it was only until like 2008, I think Hillary, she was like anti-gay marriage up until then. And then when people started to want pro-gay marriage, she was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll run as a pro-gay marriage. It's bullshit, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
I think Trump got in because he was sort of like, he had some firm policies. He was like, immigration, no, we'll stop them, blah, blah, blah. And people like that firmness, even if they don't like the...
I mean, obviously, both of them were complete. Like, neither of them were a good choice. And yeah, you could see it that people voted for him because he's not afraid to say what he actually wants to do. He's not saying it in a roundabout way. It's not, it's quite direct. And
No, he grabs you by the pussy.
he grabs you by the pussy, and if you're lucky, he'll slip a finger in. Whereas she obviously came across
That'd be
as she
terrific.
was being sly, so people didn't trust her. But then why are people literally having a bitch fit because she didn't win when nobody seemed to like her?
See, the problem is, right, is everyone on the left, who are the Democrats, think that everybody on the right is a racist piece of shit, which isn't true. Like, I don't think Donald Trump is inherently racist.
No, me either.
He wants to stop illegal immigrants from coming into the country, which is a good thing. Now, he might be a bit racist when it comes to Muslims, because he did say he's going to stop every Muslim from entering the country. He did say that.
That was for fairly valid reasons, though, wasn't it?
Well, you can make up your own mind whether you think, like, you know, there is some validness to be said about that. I don't know if I 100% agree. I don't really think too much on that subject. But Trump's problem, especially with the people from the left, is that the Ku Klux Klan backed him, and lots of racist people backed him. And since he's been elected, there's been lots of incidents that I've read on Twitter, because like my Twitter feed is full of Democrats basically, and they're all like, not all, they all complained about it, but there's been like a rise in racist incidents since then, like, you know, fuck you, you're black, get back home kind of thing, because this is Trump's America.
Has there,
That's
though?
disgusting.
I'm not doubting that that's happened, but are people just using this as an opportunity to, from either side, like, for, you know, committing racist acts? Are people using this as an excuse to do that?
Yeah, I would
or
say
are there
they
people claiming that they've been attacked when they haven't, just to kind of, I don't know, make a point?
I don't know. There's, you know, there's two sides to that, but more than 50% of the American people did not vote.
They can't have been that bothered then.
Exactly. So you can't moan and piss and like
shit on a Trump sign.
You can't shit on a Trump sign if like almost 50, I think it was almost 50% of people didn't bother voting. Now I think like of the 50% who did vote, more like 46% of those people voted for Hillary and 45% voted for Trump.
Yeah.
But because the way the electoral colleges work, Trump got more seats in the House and therefore he won.
Yeah.
So technically people didn't vote for him.
Yeah. Hillary won the popular vote. Trump won the electoral college.
Yeah.
Now, the Republicans last time when Obama won were complaining about that, saying it was disgusting, but this time they don't care so much.
Which is, that's inevitable,
yeah,
isn't
of
it?
course.
It's like if anything goes your way, you're going to be more favourable to it, and if it doesn't, you're going to criticise.
No, but obviously everyone was kicking off the day it happened, where they were like, oh, fucking white men voting for Trump, and like, oh, it's disgusting, like, we'll never get anywhere. Like, are you forgetting that you've just had 8 years of a black American president, which is amazing? Like, I think I like Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And it turns out the people who really got Trump voted in were white women.
No.
But of course, white women don't like to think that, because they're like, oh, white men are the worst human beings on the planet, kind of thing. But like, there was lots of Latino voters who voted for Trump, and there was a lot of black voters who voted for Trump. You know, not as much. I think 80. I did look at the breakdown, and black women are about 3% of America, and like 80% of them voted for Hillary.
Yeah.
But 20% still voted for Trump, so it's just like.
But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how you've gone from the first black president to Donald Trump.
It's
like,
ridiculous.
What's
isn't
happened? Where did that?
He's a pillar, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. But
Both
isn't
of
it
them are
amazing that like this has happened?
It's going to be interesting.
It's
I'm
gonna be
interested to see what
fascinating
happens and
4
how
years.
things happen.
Yeah.
Because what if everything that he's got planned works out for the better?
Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm
You
thinking.
know, I mean, obviously it's going to affect a lot of people in a negative way. No one's ever happy with anything in general. But if he does achieve... Sorry.
Sounds like he's achieved it.
Trump grabbed the pussy.
Just grab him
live.
by the pussy. It's terrific. By the pussy live. Trump's new reality show. Don't know why I'm doing that.
I don't know. No one can see you.
He's
The
doing
tall
Richard
women.
Nixon.
Oh, you just...
He's in Amazonia. Trying to grab high pussies.
I mean, obviously it's not going to benefit everyone, but for the majority of it might. I don't know. It's interesting.
I like the fact that he's not a politician. He's a businessman, so maybe it will be good for the overall, like you just said, perhaps what his ideas are will be beneficial. But because I was looking at all of the alternative news, like not the mainstream stuff, and like lots of people were saying like you should vote Hillary because she's a woman and it's women's rights and stuff like that.
No.
And everyone was saying like Trump is a horrible like sex offender because he grabs women but that like I'm not saying you should grab women by the pussies, but at the end of the day, it was just bravado talk, really, wasn't it? Like, he was just saying, oh, just do this, I do that. And, like, Hillary Clinton has had tons of gifts from, like, the Saudi Arabian government and stuff.
And her husband
Was
had
it an act like... was he... he wasn't convicted, was he? But
He was almost impeached when he was
yeah,
president.
for sexual...
Having blowjobs in them.
And people accused him of
well,
of shit,
people have
anyway.
accused him that he's killed people.
Yeah, and Hillary.
Yeah.
If you're involved, if you cross
Not
the
that I
Clinton
believe that,
Foundation, but like Hillary's accepted, or the Clinton Foundation have accepted gifts from like Saudi Arabia, where the rights of women are nowhere near what they are here. So it's like people look at what Trump said, that's disgusting, but what she did is worse.
But that's what, like,
You know,
if you look at them both, it's like, how the hell has it gotten that far that they were the two candidates? And can you imagine if, like, Barack Obama's ever seen or ever heard, you know, he ever said anything like Trump has said?
no,
Or, you know, bloody David Cameron, whoever, who was our Prime Minister, no?
Theresa May.
Oh, yeah. If she ever said or did anything like Hillary Clinton, there'd be absolute uproar.
Or
No,
she
but
grabbed
she
him by the
has.
dick.
She has said stuff like Trump has said. And Barack Obama has said stuff
When?
that Trump has said, but he's just done it in private.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
but
everyone's
I mean,
gone, oh man, her tits are fucking amazing, and oh, blah, and you've gone, oh,
Especially
he's got a
Theresa.
massive dick, and blah, you know, whatever. Everyone talks about, like, sex stuff
Yeah.
Yeah.
to their friends,
Not
like,
just
that
that.
you wouldn't talk to.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
But
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I understand that, but there's a time and a place for it. With Donald Trump,
He didn't know he was being filmed.
Yeah.
no, but other stuff he said, not necessarily about grabbing people by the pussy. We'll get over that, guys. I know you're obsessed, but he has said other things. But just when he said things, I can't think of an example, but if a politician said that, any other politician, they wouldn't have a chance. They wouldn't.
But how did he have a chance then? I don't know. It's all fascinating. I think it's going to be very interesting 4 years. I think it could be good for the world. No,
I don't know,
really.
I think it
'cause
might be bad for the world.
why though?
Well, he's already.
But it could be good in the long run that like he fucks it up completely, and then everyone realizes next time, oh shit, we do actually need good people who would be good at the job to run.
What if he makes everyone has his haircut like King Jong Il, whatever his name is? Didn't he
He's
make-
already said that the person he's put in charge of the environment is a climate change denier.
No, that's a shame.
Like,
That's
he's
a terrible-
literally gone, no, I don't believe it's happening.
That's a
And
terrible
Trump doesn't
idea.
believe in climate change.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, like, it's not just like...
I take it all back.
he is a dickhead.
Give me those fingers back, ladies.
He is an absolute arsehole.
I'm denouncing Trump now. Purely on the climate change thing.
That got you, did it?
That's the thing that got me, yeah. Climate change.
Oh, I don't know. It's just what a pickle, eh?
I don't think he's very religious, is he?
Probably
I've-
not.
No, I highly doubt it.
Like, that's what I hate about American politics, where they all got to pretend that, like, oh, God bless. No, don't just, like, I don't think Barack Obama bothered too much about that. I think he pretended at the start. But come on, it's ridiculous. But lazy people need to vote, don't they? If they're not happy with the result, you don't have the right to be unhappy unless you have made your vote.
No.
I'm sure the people who didn't vote aren't the ones that are on the streets protesting, though, are they?
Well,
Imagine they voted.
Yeah. I imagine the ones that didn't vote really don't give a
care.
shit.
Yeah.
so the one and only time that I have voted was for Brexit.
You voted for it, did you?
No, I voted to stay.
Yeah.
I voted to stay because that was one time that I felt like I wanted to give my vote. So I've never voted for any kind of like Prime Minister or whatever because I don't know, it probably sounds a bit naive and a bit stupid, but I don't know enough about it to make an educated decision, and I'd rather not vote for anyone than vote for someone for the sake of it. And I know you can go and put no vote or just ruin your ballot, but it's like, why would I waste my time doing that? I just don't vote. It's going to be the same result. So I agree that if you feel that strongly, you should have voted. So if you didn't vote, you can't complain. I haven't voted. I don't complain about who the Prime Minister is. So yeah, the only time I voted was for Brexit, and I wasn't happy with the result. But
Did you feel like you knew what you were voting for?
Kind of. More. I paid more attention, and I was a bit more informed about it before I made my vote.
I just...
There we are then.
This new world we're living in where, like, super lefty people are just as horrible and violent and disgusting as super right-wing people. It's just fucked up. It's just absolutely fucked up.
And I think this is an answer to that. Trump is an answer to that.
It could be, because, you know, these SJW, social justice warrior people who are just like, no, you need to give me exactly what I want all the time. How dare you? You know, they are in there trying to include everybody.
Alienating a lot.
They're alienating a lot of people who are just like, one, don't really care about, you know, like, I imagine most people are like, oh, you're transgender, I wouldn't have even known if you hadn't told me, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Or, oh, okay, yeah, obviously it's disgusting that black people get shot by police sometimes, but white people get shot by police sometimes as well, and Latino people get shot by police quite a lot too.
And by other Latino people, and by other black people.
Yeah,
and by
there's
other white
far
people.
more black people getting shot by other black people than are ever shot by police. And, like, I understand how serious it is, and, like, you know, yeah, Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. But, you know, like...
Say it like you mean it. Jeez. Black Lives Matter.
It's just, like, the more people go on about these, like, social, you know, issues that people don't really give a shit about, the more they're going to backlash against them.
Do you think the majority of people are more like laid back and easygoing than is reported? So like,
Yeah.
like out of the three of us, like, yeah, we don't really care about a lot. Not that we don't care, but we're not standing on the corner of the streets shouting about
I
it.
couldn't
doesn't
ever
matter.
imagine protesting about anything.
No, that's what I mean.
Like, why haven't you got a job to go to? Like,
It doesn't matter to me
But do you
if
think...
you're black, or if you're
Yeah.
Spanish, or if you're gay.
So do you think the majority of people in the world are very similar to our attitudes with things? Like, whatever, carry on, crack on.
Yeah.
But there's this small group of people who think that everyone should be as outraged as they are. And like you said, the more angry they get about injustice, they're alienating even more people. It's just not getting anywhere.
I think the more people are like, right, okay, well, I'm black and you're white. You stop seeing people as people.
Yeah.
You start seeing them as like the rivals. You can't have different groups of people without having a rivalry between them or a competition. Like, look at like I listened to some podcasts this week, and like people mentioned like Indians in like as in from India, in America, or Asian people in America, and they kind of stay out of all this. It's like some Indian people are darker colour in skin than like African American people, but they don't get shot by police and stuff like that. They just like get on with it. And I'm not saying they're not like, they don't have racism happening to them, because it must have been horrible with, like, you know, 9/11 and stuff, and but they just kind of just get on with things, don't they? And like now they're doctors and they're like mathematicians, and you know, they've got super high powered jobs and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's just like they just get on.
It's because the attention's focused on what can I do rather than what's being done to me.
Yeah.
Which is exactly the same thing I think everybody should be like in their personal lives, no matter what colour you are. What can I do rather than what is happening? And that's my thought for the day. Because
I think it's worse now than it was when I was little.
No,
For
yeah.
Like the racial tension is worse, much worse.
because people keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Did it not get to a point where it seemed like it was getting better? Is it not progressed at all? Because okay, there's not segregation, like back in. Well, I don't know.
I know we live in like a nice little middle class bubble.
Oh yeah, we're very spoiled and we're very privileged. But this is what I mean. Like, it doesn't seem like racism is getting any better.
I think it's getting, like, in certain places, it's getting much worse. Because now you can't make, like, everyone should be allowed to make a joke about something. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all, at the end of the day, we should all self-identify as people, not black, transgender, lesbian,
Pickle.
cat lady. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't... It's dumb. Stop putting yourself in a box.
Yeah, man.
Just be who you is.
Put yourself in other people's boxes and then everyone will be happy. Apart from maybe the people whose boxes you're putting yourself in. Did you see what happened with New Balance this week as well?
I did.
Because New Balance...
Don't you own New Balance shoes?
Yeah, and fuck right, I'm going to keep wearing them. I'm planning on buying a lot more when the prices drop because they're trying to get rid of stock as well. The CEO, or one of the CEOs of New Balance, came out in support of Trump's trade proposals, which was keeping America as a, keeping America producing rather than, And New Balance was like one of the first companies that started making trainers in America, and the only company I think that still does make trainers in America.
Not some little sweatshop in Taiwan.
So like Nike will import there.
Yeah.
So New Balance were like, we support this specific part of Donald Trump's, what's the word? Policies, yeah. So then Twitter and Instagram blew up with people who were like setting their New Balance shoes on fire and stuff like that. Like, we're no longer buying New Balance shoes. And there were a few videos of people who like lit them on fire with lighter fluid. And then there was this one who had like the brand new beautiful pair of shoes, and he just sort of like placed them on top of the bin and took a photo. And I was like, "Fuck off! You're wearing them tomorrow." I was like, "You just want to get involved in the scandal."
What is that achieving? What, they got an issue with something being produced in their country?
Yeah, why
No,
would you?
because
Just because it's associated with Trump.
Right, okay.
Like, what the fuck?
Like,
They
I'm
were
sure
beautiful shoes.
the workers in America get paid far more than the workers in, Brazil. I don't know where they make trainers.
And
It'd
if
be
you
like...
stop buying New Balance trainers and they go out of business, then that's however many American
Affecting
jobs
your
that have...
economy, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a British brand.
Braces bread.
Yeah, so like Braces bread, they're going to start making their bread in India. What, people would kick off about that?
They'll be flat and taste like coconut.
I'd like that. I'm good with the naan bread. But, people are so friggin' stupid.
They don't think about what they're doing.
No.
Like,
Isn't
it
there a
doesn't-
saying which is like, the loudest voices are always the stupidest ones or something?
Yeah,
Have I made that
usually.
up?
No, well, yeah, that's
I'm sure there's a saying
yeah.
like the loudest voices are always the most uninformed.
That's why.
Which
It's
is
so
why.
quiet.
Yeah.
Like, it's with the Brexit thing. Unfortunately, people who did vote for Brexit, a lot of them, well, not a lot of them, but some of the loudest voices who did were horrible racist pricks.
And a lot of people regretted their vote. A lot of people
Yeah.
wanted another referendum so they could vote to stay.
Yeah, like,
because
I
they
voted
didn't-
to stay in because why? Like, my main reason was...
Don't like change.
Yeah, just keep it as it is. It's not hurting anybody. But, maybe it'd be a good thing to change. You don't know that it won't be good.
Yeah.
And, like, at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, will much change for most people? No.
I don't know, maybe. Prices have gone up, definitely.
Yeah,
Of
but
various things.
Wages might go up.
Yeah, but it might only be temporary.
Don't know.
Like, the one thing... did you see the picture of Trump with Nigel Farage today? He's a prick.
Have
I
you
hate
ever
that
listened to what he says, though? Have you
Yeah,
actually
but
listened to what he says?
I have listened to it. Like some things,
some of the things
he's
he
quite
says,
sensible.
yeah, he's a very sensible person on something.
He's just a horrible prick, though, isn't he? He's like a scummy,
But
horrible,
why,
dirty
though?
politician.
Is it because you've been told that you should think he's a scummy, dirty, horrible politician?
I think they all are. I don't think there's like Jeremy Corbyn as well. He's a fucking arsehole.
Is it the media that paints pictures of people?
That's artists. Yes. I think that's...
The media doesn't help, does it? So like Ollie just said, do you only think that because of what you've been told? If the, like with the whole Trump versus Clinton, if they literally just put out their policies, did a couple of speeches, and that was it, there was no media coverage or whatever, how different would that have been? Or like people's opinions on them?
Probably that. Like, do you know Gary Johnson?
No.
He was another guy that you could have voted for in the presidential election. Nobody voted, like very few people voted for him. But a couple of months before all this happened, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and they sat down for 3 hours, and Gary Johnson pretty much told Joe Rogan and everyone else that was listening his policies and why he thought this way. And like, it was really interesting to see not two people stood on a stage being like, she's a dick, he's an asshole. I reckon that would be much more beneficial if people sat down and had like a conversation about something.
That's what I mean. Like, all I know about Nigel Farage and Jeremy Corbyn is people don't like them. That's literally
slanderous.
Literally all I know is because I've read various news articles with people bitching about them. I don't know anything about them. I don't know what they stand for, who they are.
In some ways, just having a king would be better. Just have a king. Just have one person. And he just goes, right, okay, this is what we're going to do. And then no one can complain about it. And these horrible people won't have any power. It's just,
so what's the point of having a queen?
Well, have a queen instead then.
King or queen, we've got that. Why have we got politicians? Because they need to do stuff.
Jess explains the Magna Carta. Here we go. 1265.
Wasn't it 1066?
Battle of Hastings.
1066.
You can explain that next week.
No, why is it just because they make decisions on behalf of the company of the country?
The Queen has no power she can't decide anything.
She can't even crack an egg.
What is the point of her then?
She's just the head of state, and it's just for history.
Pomp and
reasons.
ceremony. That's all it is. So we
Something to
look
put
nice.
She's the head of the Commonwealth, but the Commonwealth is like Canada, India, Australia, all the places we used to rule, pretty much, that we don't anymore. Bastards. But yeah, she's like their head of state, but she's got no power in those countries. She can't say, right, Canada, I want you to send me 10 million
moose.
Yeah, and
10 million maple syrup, please.
Yeah, she can't do that. She can't do anything. She can't tell us what to do.
So, that's a waste of money, isn't it?
Well, they used to be able to.
Yeah, and then
but
what
then,
happened?
Well, because it's not really fair, is it, for some person just because you're born into it to be like, kind of want to kill anyone under the age of 7 this week.
Like, that's what the king could do if he wanted. He could just be like, right, all Welshmen are getting, when they reach the age of 18, are going to get put to death.
If you're better looking than I am, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Sorry, which
is
not a lot of people. I understand
that it wouldn't be fair, but then if she can't do anything, then what's the point of having a royal family?
This is my point.
Well, basically, like, Parliament and all that kind of stuff started when the lords, like, the knights of the country were like, well, this is unfair that you expect us to do exactly what you want whenever you want. Without our support, you can't do what you want anyway, because we're the people who actually do it.
Right.
So they signed the Magna Carta, which is like this is what we want from you, and in return we will do this for you. So they forced King John, they forced the king to sign it, and then that eventually became Parliament, and over the years it evolved into what we have now, and then eventually like the king was just like,
Just
yeah,
sit
you
back.
don't just sit back and
Just
enjoy the ride.
riches, yeah.
Which I can see, like, I can't imagine Donald Trump's 70 years old, right? What the fuck is he doing becoming president of the United States?
Why not?
Just chilling, man.
He's so rich. He's
But-
so rich. Why isn't he, like, just
Apparently, he's
just
not...
fucking everyone? Just fuck
Well, that's
people
probably
for the
what I
rest of his
think.
life.
Apparently, he's only
Probably is,
rich,
anyway.
so he claims to be like a businessman and an entrepreneur. But the only reason he had money in the beginning was because his dad left him a load of money.
Yeah.
But if he had invested it properly, he would be a lot richer than he is now. He'd be like a billionaire or something.
He's had loads of businesses fail.
Yeah, but he's not as like successful as it seems. But
Fake it till you make it, innit?
it's true. But this is why I don't understand why he was even like part of the
Well,
election.
I suppose
Donald
when you've
Trump.
had
He's
70 years of just being Donald Trump, maybe just like, what else can I do? I'll just try
Yeah.
and be president.
He's probably doing it for a laugh, just to see.
And he did it.
But so can anyone run for president?
As long as you're born in America, yeah.
And you've got to be 35, haven't you, to run?
Maybe,
I
yeah.
think that was the
So
only two
literally
rules, yeah.
Any American-born person
Yeah.
could be the president.
Yeah. And that was the point,
Yeah,
is that anyone can be it, because what it's not
but not anyone can be it though, because unless you've got money behind you.
exactly.
That's the thing,
Now,
it's all
I
big
think
business.
there should just be a system where you vote on issues rather than elect somebody. So like the whole legalization of marijuana and stuff, people were able to vote on that issue, and it was legalized in California for recreation, and certain places it was legalized for medicinal use and stuff like that. Isn't that a better way to do it?
Just vote on.
Find out just put out, this is what is currently happening at the moment. We want to know everyone's opinions on whether this should happen.
But then if people
Vote for
don't
that.
vote, like they didn't vote for the president, things wouldn't get resolved though.
It's all a shit, isn't it? It's all
Someone
a load of
needs to
shit.
make a decision.
You can't just be like, oh, should we, like, well, we're going to war with, you know, Germany or whatever in 1945. Should we vote?
Vote yes or no.
You just got to have a man, not man, but a man or a woman to be like,
Oh,
this is what we're
patriarchy.
doing. This is what I think is the best way. Because that would be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Just vote on things.
Everybody vote.
It's not X Factor.
And this the fucking patriarchy bullshit. Fuck right off, like.
What you mean bullshit? It's real.
Well, if it is, like, no one is stopping anybody from doing whatever they want. There was an advert at the cinema yesterday, right? Where
Shauna went to a farm.
no, Shana, she's not there anymore. I'm glad she's accepted little substandard me. No, very nice, but like they're listening.
Very nice.
Enjoy my meat,
I like.
Shana. Yeah. There was an advert where there was like a bunch of like little girls on screen, and they were like, he was just like, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, and then he was like, I'm pretty curious, and then I'm pretty determined, and all this shit, right? And it was just like, there's like only 10% of scientists are women or something like that, so they want to promote more women to be scientists, right? If women wanted to be scientists, they would be scientists. It's not like someone's going, oh no, you're a woman, you can't be a scientist. It's just, if you, like, Jess, you can be whatever you want to be. I can be whatever I want to be. Ollie can be whatever he wants to be. No careers officer in school is like, oh no, you can be a nurse or a receptionist or a baker. There you go, because you're a girl. No one fucking says that anymore.
Not nowadays. Yeah, not nowadays. I bet they probably did. Like
yeah,
you could be a
before.
typist or a mother.
It's like, just,
Typist.
Typist?
Yeah.
Alright then.
there are some things that are just bigger than your gender.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a woman,
Diak.
if you're a woman, I'm speaking broadly now, the majority of women probably want to have children at some point in their lives and probably have different career goals than the typical man. Now, like, I work, and Ollie works in, like, I hate the word industry, where we aren't the typical people who work in that industry, right? There's not many men who do the job we do. So, like I get it that, like, there can be a boys' club and there can be a bit of a girls' club where we work, and then we get sort of slight sexism kind of thing, but it never like, I couldn't give a shit about it because it's just stupid women talking.
But we have been the victim of actual sexism.
Yeah, we have.
You said before, like, I think it's silly, but I can see that, like, I can understand, because, yeah, I think when you first told me, or when I first met you and you told me what you did for a job, it was like, oh, like, wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't leave my kid with a man like that.
again.
He looks like him.
Um,
Again, is that how you lost it?
But no, I get what you mean. Like, if I wanted to be a footballer, I'd be a footballer.
Be a footballer, like, yeah. No one's gonna be like.
Don't cry when no one watches
But-
your matches.
But if you're something like that, if you're a footballer and you don't earn as much as a man footballer,
Be a better footballer.
no, you can't. Like, you can't, because there is, like, a limit of your wages to a male footballer's wages, because no one really gives a shit about women playing football. And you can say that's unfair all you want, but fuck you, suck it up and just keep, like, because, like, you could say, right, Arnold Schwarzenegger used to earn 20 million a film, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that excessive?
20 million?
I would say no. It's not excessive. Yeah. This look like The Rock earns 20 million a movie.
Yeah, but
right?
he's hot.
Well, Arnie used to be hot, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Right?
Alright.
And then,
Me.
like,
I'm hot.
Justin Timberlake doesn't earn 20 million a movie. That's not unfair, is it? It's because more people will go, right, fucking Arnie's in a new movie, or The Rock's in a new movie. I can't wait to see it because The Rock is in it.
Yeah.
And that is just, like, life is unfair.
Well, you're paying for the person.
People want to go see Cristiano Ronaldo play football. They don't want to go see,
Ryan Giggs.
Jessica Chandler play football, do they?
I would not want to see that.
Just
either.
like they don't want to see John Rosser play football. I'm not going to get 150 million contracts.
But
Yeah.
You would pay to see
what?
that?
No, I am sure there are some female footballers at the top of their game that are better than the male footballers at the bottom of theirs. So why?
undoubtedly.
So why shouldn't there be? Like, I'm not saying this is what should happen, but why shouldn't there be mixed football?
I got nothing
like,
against mixed football. If you want to do that,
a bit.
don't care about football.
If you want equality, you should have it across the board. So male tennis players should be able to play against female tennis players.
But they smash them every
Doesn't
time.
matter. That's the thing. See,
That's
yeah,
the thing.
and then it would be a true meritocracy.
Well, that could be a new business.
Like with stuff like
don't know how.
tennis, like people, I agree with, like, the women should be paid like as much as the men. They should be equal, because people go to see Wimbledon and they see both people, but there's, like, not millions of people at home aren't going to watch the Women's FA Cup final because they don't give a shit about it.
No.
And that's just tough. It's like, it's harsh, but it's tough. No one cares about the Wales female rugby team, apart from, like, their partners and stuff. Like, very few people.
Welsh female rugby fans.
Yeah, it's just like, it's unfortunate, but it's true.
It's tricky, isn't it, trying to figure out how to fix the world?
Just don't do anything.
And
Let it
here's
sort
another thing.
itself out.
Do no harm. Yeah.
If The Rock appeared naked in a film, you go see it, right? Like, everyone would go see The Rock naked in a film.
Can we go separate times?
Yeah, I would totally, yeah. Clean up after yourself, though. Everyone would go and see, like, but I don't think everyone would go and see, like, what's her name?
Jessica.
No, dude. What's her name? The
Jennifer
blonde.
Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer
black.
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, yeah. Not many, like, I don't think as many,
Rock Hudson.
like, I don't know.
Oh, people.
No one goes to
that.
see a Jennifer Lawrence movie in the same way they go and see a Dwayne Johnson movie, because they're in different kinds of fucking movies.
Yeah, but people love Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh yeah, the naked thing I realise is stupid. I would definitely go and see Jennifer Lawrence naked, no question.
I already have.
Already seen it on the internet anyway.
Ditto.
Yeah, did you look at her nudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Because you should.
Didn't even feel bad about it because I don't know her.
No, exactly.
Well, I did. Well, no, I wouldn't say I felt bad, but it was like, these aren't meant for me. Why am I looking?
I'm not being funny. If you're Jennifer Lawrence, don't take nude photos of
No,
yourself.
No, I disagree with that.
No, I
and
completely understand.
And put them on your iCloud
No,
thing.
I disagree with that.
Why?
Because no one should have gone in
Oh
there
no,
and
yeah,
taken
I know,
them.
but like as a celebrity, you'd think, oh, I'll just take some Polaroids.
But why
no,
should
I
you
agree.
have to?
But no, I agree that if you are in the public eye and this is something that you'd be worried about, don't do it. Don't take drugs and then think, oh, someone might find out I shouldn't have done that.
Well,
don't do it in the first place.
Because you're in a
It's
public.
my personal belief that you should never do anything you'd be ashamed to get caught at doing.
Well, yeah, but there we go. But she obviously was. So why?
But she was caught through nefarious purpose. Somebody went and tried to get those things.
Yeah.
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 That's not fair.
The
You should-
fappening happened because they're all famous. No one cares about Sarah Jones sending nude photos to her boyfriend, and then if someone posts that up online, she's like, "Oh, it's terrible. My ex-boyfriend posted." No one's gonna fucking look for her, are they? No one knows who you are.
Well,
I'll
I'll look for anything. I will.
No,
But
I mean,
no, I don't know. I don't think
I'm not saying
I
it's
disagree
nice.
with the idea that just because you're a celebrity, you give up your freedom.
No, but you should expect it to. You should expect more people to
should
try and get that freedom from you.
yeah,
Because unfortunately that's what you signed up for.
yeah.
Guess.
If
Like
you're-
it's not fit.
But
Life's not fair.
I don't think you should say you shouldn't take them then as a deterrent. Security should be better on those services. Because I know
Yeah.
it could happen
But-
to anyone, but nobody would care as much if it's just Joe Smith.
But wasn't it one of the reasons that their accounts are accessed? But it was because they were fairly easily guessed.
Probably.
I don't think there was a lot of like hacking involved. These people just happened to get into their accounts by trying a few various ways of like combinations and passwords and whatnot. Okay, that's hacking, but it's not like they, I don't know, threatened anyone for any information.
I'm not saying it's right. It's wrong.
Yeah,
But
no, I agree with you, John.
people should expect it. Like if you've taken
Yeah.
them before you're famous, fair enough. Shit happens. Like, but
Does
if
it really matter at the end of the day?
No, it doesn't.
Everyone's seen her
but-
tits now, and she's probably more successful for it.
probably like
Like,
you know,
and
I don't
everyone's
know.
gonna
Of
die
course it
one day.
matters.
So what the fuck? Who cares?
But people care at the moment, don't they? People care.
My friend Laurie accidentally saw a picture of my dick once on my phone because it was on there.
Did
He
you
was
have magnifying glasses?
Damn, girl. Harsh. Quit nagging on me.
Yeah. And
You
how
know,
did you
sure.
feel at the time?
Well, he just looked at me and was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, sorry, La. That's my dick. What are you going to do? We laugh about it. I'm not
Yeah.
famous as a result.
Yeah. No, but
Get over
I
it.
wouldn't want thousands of people seeing it. Not like mine.
I
Well,
don't
no,
know
like,
whether I'd
not
care.
my-
Jennifer Lawrence didn't sign up
Unless
to
it
be
was
a
like-
porn actress, did she? So
No.
obviously, maybe she doesn't want everybody looking. So therefore, should have been more fucking careful about it.
Would you be more upset if thousands of people saw a naked photo of you, or thousands of people? I'm looking at you, Jess, but I'm not saying this is something a behavior
It's
you
gonna
engage
happen.
in. It's more like a behavior I engage in. Thousands of people saw naked photos of you, or thousands of people saw you eating a shameful McDonald's breakfast in the car park of your local. I'd be more,
McDonald's.
yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want people to see that more so than my naked form.
Oh no, what did I say?
Which
What
would you?
would I rather people see me eat?
Yeah, like 6 burgers in a row, like hunched over in
I'd
the
rather
car.
people see me eat McDonald's than my vagina.
I disagree.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
What, you would rather people see pictures of your dick
Yeah.
than you eat McDonald's? There's no comparison.
No, I know what you mean.
Like if I got papped in McDonald's, like
There's
with
no
sauce dripping on my mouth, I'd
couldn't
be
care.
it's
mortified.
what you feel shame over, though.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'd be
You don't feel
mortified.
shame about your penis.
Not one
but
bit.
You got a shameful vagina.
I'll swang that.
But I
thing.
don't like. If I wanted to show everyone, I would show everyone. I'd have a T-shirt with it printed on. I have chosen not to do that because I don't want people seeing it.
Yeah, of course. Most people.
I haven't got an issue with eating 6 McDonald's. Well, I physically probably couldn't because I'm only dainty. No,
I know what you mean. I hate getting caught somewhere
with your dick
like,
in your hand.
eating. Like when I was
Yeah.
at the cinema that time, and I'd gone for a Five Guys, and then one of the kids we looked after, and then his mum. I was like mid burger bite, and then a kid we look at, oh John, and then his mum, like, and then his whole fucking family was there, and I was just like, oh, just leave me alone, I just want to eat a
Shame.
burger in shame.
I want McDonald's now.
Pick you up on the way home.
Huh?
We'll go on the way home.
Okay.
I've already been today,
Have you? That's fine.
but with someone different, so 2 different people. Doesn't matter.
Slut you up.
But no, I don't know. I do think that if you don't want the chance of someone seeing that, you shouldn't take those images or have that risk. But then,
Or just don't
I'm
put
a
your face
hypocrite.
in it.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
Put
I've
your
had-
face in anything.
Obviously,
Well,
everyone's.
put
I
your
imagine
face in some
everyone,
things.
everyone here has had naked photos sent to them
Yeah.
by people. But like, I would like. Obviously, like, I'm not a dickhead. I wouldn't be like, look at this, and post it online
No.
or whatever.
But that's it. I think if you've sent a picture or a video,
That
or
is the
you've
risk you
received
take,
it,
though.
it's the risk you take. But then, it's your responsibility as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just no one's gonna know that they're Sarah Jones's tits, are they, online? No one's gonna fucking care.
No.
And if everyone does know, it's because you fucking use social media too much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, my boyfriend, if you're on Facebook, like, my boyfriend posted naked no one would fucking know. So shut up about it. If you
Yeah,
just,
that's true. You bring
just shut the
attention
fuck
to
up
it.
about it, no one cares. It's because people like drama.
People do love drama. I don't like drama.
No. It's a lot of effort.
I like looking at drama and laughing.
I
And
like
that's the
gossip.
extent.
I like some gossip, a tiny bit of drama, but for the majority of the time, I can't be bothered. Like,
What's the ratio of gossip to drama you like?
well, like we had some gossip earlier, a little catch up,
Yeah.
a bit of drama, like, oh, what's going on out there? You know, just having a little bit of a nose. But for the most part, it's like,
When does gossip flip to drama?
maybe when
is
it's
it drama?
there's actually an impact.
Okay.
So gossip could be like, oh, did you hear what, I don't know, so and so said to this person? And then if something becomes a result, like, I don't know, this person
Wasn't very
beat
happy.
up so and
Okay.
so,
Drama.
that's a bit of drama. Or like,
Well, there you go.
you know, you could say like your 2 neighbours were arguing about something, and then the drama would be one broke in or something. I don't know. But yeah, for the most part, if it doesn't affect me, I don't really care.
Sounds like a good equation.
Yeah.
Drama, gossip plus action equals drama.
Yeah. I'm very itchy. My legs are really itchy. I think you've got fleas.
Certainly not. I think you've got fleas because you're the one that's itching.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you are then.
Drama.
Just sorted out America.
We sorted
Yeah.
out nothing. And it's
America.
too hard to. The world's too hard to sort out. Everybody's got an agenda, and everyone's just do you, boo.
Everyone's got an issue with something. No one's ever going to be happy. They're not.
And leaving it on a positive note
They're
tonight, then,
not.
Jess. No one's ever gonna be happy.
No one is ever happy. No one is ever truly happy. Because if everyone was truly happy, then the world would be a very boring place. Would it
go.
not?
Yeah, probably.
Happiness minus drama equals happiness.
More happiness.
More
Are
happiness.
you working on your catchy t-shirt slogans again, John?
Yeah. Happiness plus drama equals more happiness.
That's the opposite of what you just said.
Yeah, I know. I realised if you're taking drama away, happiness minus drama equals boring.
Yeah, that's...
What?
Because
If you're
drama
if
makes
everyone's
people
happy,
Yeah.
there's no drama going on, it's boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you take away any drama from someone's happiness, it's just not a lot going on. Whereas if
Is
you
that
add
really
in...
what you believe?
Pretty much. If someone's truly happy...
What? You think they're bored if there's no drama going on?
No, it's a little... It's not...
Just buy a drone.
What's
And
that?
then you're never bored.
Someone's boring. If there's nothing going on, it's boring, isn't it? If everyone was just like smiley, just kind of sat in fields, I don't know, making daisy chains, there's nothing exciting going on, is there? Everyone's all chilled.
What if someone breaks your Daisy record? That's exciting. Oh, but then it causes
No, but that's
drama.
drama.
Yeah.
Because you're like, fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mel Brooks said something like, drama is me stubbing my toe. Comedy is watching you fall down the stairs and kill yourself. Something like that.
Well.
I don't know what that adds to anything. I just remembered it and wanted to say
So we're going to
it.
push you
Is
down
that
the
like a
stairs.
take on the Shakespeare quote?
Is that Shakespeare? I thought it was Mel Brooks.
Well, Shakespeare said life is a comedy from afar, but a tragedy up close.
No, I just think he's an egotist. Like, he was funny because, like, ow, my stubbed toe is drama, but you falling down the stairs is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I've
he's. I
explained
think
it
it's a take on the Shakespeare quote.
Ooh, Ollie explained Shakespeare.
What light through yonder window breaks? 'Tis the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Arise, fair son.
When shall we three meet again?
In lightning,
Next
thunder,
Tuesday.
or in rain.
Next Tuesday? Well, you're busy next weekend, you? Again?
I just wanted to say see you next Tuesday.
Alright, okay. Well, that'll be it then. Bye. Going anywhere, Jess, you? Thought you might be going somewhere again.
I don't know. I haven't booked anything, but I might go somewhere I
Nah.
might go somewhere tomorrow because I'm off work.
Really? I'm thinking of changing this format anyway.
Changing what?
Heads up. Little heads up goes a long way.
That's fine. I've changed my mind. I haven't booked anything.
It's dangerous to go on your own.
Thank
You
you.
should take this.
What's that, John?
It's just a list of ideas how we change up this podcast. Should take it, read it, give it a once over.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a shifty.
I'll explain it all next week.
Good.
Thanks.
Okay. And remember.
I'm not really thinking of changing. I just couldn't think of anything.
Fuck.
Bants. Podcast bants.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Yep. Remember, walk in peace. With
Remember
the Prince
Penny
of Peace.
Fawkes.
Remember to never be happy and always have drama going on.
It's the 100th anniversary coming up soon of Penny Fawkes, isn't it?
Is it?
1920.
Wow. Only 4 years.
4 years.
Same year Trump leaves office.
That'll be a
Wow.
fireworks show that night.
Oh my god, what if someone actually blows up the White House to celebrate? Oh no, it's a British thing, isn't it?
Fuck's sake.
So sick. I swear I know nothing. My brain is like mouldy cheese.